phone ain't on mute.
Ready isn't gonna be.
Yeah, that was funny.
Says excellent connection. All right, we're live.
Wait, go?
Yeah.
We should start drinking now.
Go drink.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's me. I don't have all the luxuries that we normally have. Facebook says we live. Good morning.
All right.
Good morning, niggas.
Own it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and that technical arguments with boy Trey Proper. I fucked that all up.
Yeah, all the way up. It's your boy Weekend Herb.
Oh, it's me. Oh, sorry. It's your boy, Mr. Petty, doing double duty. Chaos.
Chaos magic.
Chaos
all right.
magic surrounds me.
Good morning to all of my Ratchet friends and family. It's your girl, Amore. Oh, wait. It's technically not morning. No, it's afternoon. Good afternoon to all of my Ratchet friends and family. It's your girl, Amore.
How we looking? How we sounding, everybody?
Do the church announcements.
No, we're not going to do church announcements yet.
Like I said,
thank you guys for joining us here once again on Blerds and Whiskey Live. We got a great show lined up for you. As always, we do his this week. I can't talk apparently because I've been drinking all morning. But we're going to get into our drinks. I have selected, I've changed it up because I got so much shit from last week. But I'm trying some 1812 Maryland bourbon whiskey. It's from our local distillers here in Rockville, Maryland. It's actually a tasty beverage. And to redeem my black card before Herb has a chance to bring up the joke and kill it for the rest of the show, I get ahead and got myself some Canada Dry. All right, there we go. What y'all drinking?
The last of the Barefoot Pinot Grigio that we have left over. And yes, I was about getting ready to say it, but Trey went ahead and took it. Hey,
yep.
That's not going to stop you from eating.
Yeah, it is. Also, I'm drinking Canada Dry Bold. It's actually really good.
With wine?
Look, wife drank the rest of it. The rest of the shit that I wanted to drink.
Why you have a chaser with wine? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mr. Petty.
I am drinking. Continue from last night. Twin Valley Distillery's Maryland Whiskey Bourbon Whiskey, the 2-year batch that I got for free because they like me at that bar.
Dope.
And we're sponsored now. Well, I'm trying to get sponsorship. Notice me, senpai.
Well, look at Jesus. He knew.
1812.
Because I had a recent trip to the ER. I am only drinking wine today. I'm drinking a red Moscato. I don't want to overdo it on that good alcohol, so I'm just going to tread lightly with some nice wine.
But do you understand the joys of medicine
it's an actual
and
bottle
alcohol?
This time it wasn't in a box, so there's that.
Hey Rita, you only live once, man. Sometimes medicine and alcohol is the best medicine.
I mean, this is not true this time, but
let's not.
If I have like a gunshot wound or something, sure, yeah, I'll give it to you. All
right, I will keep that in mind. I have to shoot Rita for her to take medicine. And
what the hell is going on?
This got really dark really quickly.
Yeah.
They say a little echo.
Well, he is surrounded by chaos magic. So
chaos! And only I'm going to say this, Herb.
I am drinking a blended Japanese whiskey. I put a little bit of bitters in the cup and a little bit of lemon juice. And that's what I'm drinking. No story today. I know everybody's disappointed.
Yeah, especially someone who needs more time. Are you sure there's no story behind the bitters? Like this, you were, like a land of elves and something.
I ain't got nothing for you. I ain't got nothing.
Herb, don't you want to repeat what I just said? So we can also delay the time or anything?
The bitters is just orange. Yeah.
What? Shut up.
No,
that was
a mistake. What's wrong with it? Damn it, man.
That was a mistake.
We got a great show lined up for you, and now we're going to get into our church announcements. Weekend Herb, take it away.
Alrighty. So for starters, as always, guys, Herb's Blurred. Put out a video every week on my YouTube channel, so like, share, subscribe. And guys, it is convention season. Let's start off with what just took place what just took place this weekend, Katsucon.
It just took place.
Katsucon took place over at the Gaylord, and apparently Trey has a story for us that happened over there.
I have a story?
Tell us what happened over there, because none of us went over to Katsucon this weekend.
I don't. First off, I don't have a story. I was giving props to a fan of the show, Demetrius Holt, aka Hellspawn cosplay, because he did an amazing Hawkman cosplay. That's one of the most notable ones I saw this weekend. I didn't go, but no, it's not a story. Just wanted to give the man a shout out.
Yeah, give him a shout out, man.
I just did.
You just did.
That was
All
it.
right, moving on. HBCU Con is taking place April 29th through May 1st at Bowie State University. Tickets start off at $15. You can get more information on hbcucon.org. Awesome Con is also taking place, and that's going to be in June 3rd through the 5th at the Washington Convention Center. Tickets for 3-day passes start off at $85. And for more information, go to awesome/con.com. And as always, the mecca of the cons for us, BlerdCon, July 8th through the 10th at the Hyatt Regency in Crystal City. 3-day passes start off at $65. For more information, go to blerdcon.com. Moving on, last Sunday was the big game. It was the Rams who took away the championship against the Cincinnati Bengals, but that's not what we're really here to talk about. We're here to talk about what took place during the halftime show. Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar, and Eminem blessed us with a hell of a performance. In my opinion, it was the second best performance behind Prince during the halftime show. Guys, what did you think about that whole entire halftime show that took place?
Hold up. Second behind Prince or Michael Jackson?
Prince. No, Prince. No. And the reason why I say that is because Prince actually performed Purple Rain during a monsoon. He had 5-inch heels on a slick stage and was killing it. I just have to say, my man held it down. Yes, it was better than Michael Jackson.
No. I don't. No. It was not better than Michael Jackson's performance. I think the order here is Michael Jackson, then Prince. And matter of fact, Prince might be first, and this is the only reason why I would say Prince is first. Because yes, he performed in a monsoon. And somehow, some way, every single drop of rain, just somehow he had some kind of force field or repellent or something on. That was dry at the end of his performance. And I'm like, how? What magical powers did you use to stay dry during your performance? Again, I like the performance, don't get me wrong. But how everyone is saying it was the best performance, I'm sorry, I disagree.
The rain was taking Jamie Foxx. The rain was taking Jamie Foxx's advice and not trying to look him in the eyes. Oh,
that is a hell of a callback.
I like that. I will honestly say though that the only reason why I put Michael Jackson above Prince, and maybe just by a slight margin, is because Michael Jackson just stood there for
15 minutes.
But he stood there without
cheering him.
Yeah, he didn't. Not a single.
He turned his head and bitches fainted. He turned his head again and the other set of bitches fainted. You can't copy that shit.
Nobody. Not even Beyonce. Sorry. And y'all can send the Beehive. I don't care. Send them.
It never
Beyonce can't even do that.
Super Bowl ever in the history of the Super Bowls. It never rained. It rained during Purple Rain. That shit was epic.
It was epic. But again, unless Prince stood there and the rain stopped.
I mean, according to Rita, it stopped around him.
I'm gonna say
it stopped around him. So I mean,
I'm gonna say this. The reason why I give this most recent Super Bowl performance the number one spot, in my opinion, and I think a couple other people on the panel should take this with me, because it had a fat nigga doing something athletic for an extended period of time. All right. Those other performances y'all talk about, those are dudes who dancing all their lives. They're in really good shape. But in this most recent Super Bowl, you had somebody putting on for the big dudes, for the Husky boys. doing something athletic as shit. Have you ever tried to hang upside down? Everybody's hung upside down because you try to plug your phone in at night without getting out the bed. So you hung upside down. You know what that feels like. 50 Cent rapped a song upside down in person as a fat nigga. We need to represent for the big guys.
Right.
That's why it's number one. Number one. Go ahead, Trey. I know what you're about to do.
All right. So since we represent for the fat guys, we can't. So we're doing a bare bones show today. It is what it is. We don't have all the graphics and everything, and that's cool. We still gonna have fun. We appreciate Mr. Petty for what he's doing. But go over to, this is our perfect opportunity for you guys to get up and go over to our website, blerdsandwhiskey.com, go to our sponsor section and click on FNX Fit and use code we usually have on the screen.
FNX Blerds13 to get 15% off your purchases so you can look like 50 Cent when he first came on the scene and not 50 Cent when he showed up at the Super Bowl with that goddamn G-Unit tank top plucking out everything, looking like a can of busted biscuits.
Teamwork.
I'm glad they gave him a shirt to put on at the end. Like they
really did.
No, he stole that shit off of one of Kendrick Lamar's backup bands. Give me your shirt, nigga.
No,
I will say that was the blackest freaking Super Bowl show I've ever seen in my life because y'all had Negroes out there crip walking in Dickies.
Yes.
So I will give you that. That's the number one most blackest show ever. I will give y'all that. I will say that.
I also got to put this out here too. I love the fact that what's the name? K-Dot decided to go ahead and put the Golden Lords of Simon Phoenix along with him as his backup dancers in the middle of the performance. That was dope as hell.
I actually want to say something about the whole 50 Cent thing because I find it funny that everyone's getting really like defensive of Curtis Jackson now. Talking about, oh, y'all okay with Lizzo, but all of a sudden 50 Cent's fat. Y'all ain't fat for me. Y'all just defending like, okay, first of all, if anyone ever deserves to be bullied, especially online, it's Curtis Jackson.
Yeah.
Like don't know about. I have not one iota of sympathy for Curtis Jackson being made fun of for putting on a little weight. But I will say, like Rick said, he literally jumped up on the rafters, pulled himself up, and then hung himself upside down. Some of y'all can't even tie your shoes without like inhaling and throwing your leg up there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So all I'm really saying is, are y'all really trying to defend, fat people or heavyset people, or are y'all just trying to nitpick at something just to be sake of being mad because y'all got called out for calling Lizzo like ugly?
Yeah, they just looking for a reason to be fake mad today, and it really doesn't matter. Again, that's the ultimate troll / bully / whatever the fuck adjective you want to add to it is 50 Cent, and so hey, it is what it is.
He deserved all the smoke that he caught. That's all I'm going to say. And if y'all want to keep it going, because honestly, he deserves that too. So whatever.
Somewhere Ja Rule is calling him a fat ass, but they're also during the big game this past week, we had trailers drop. So for starters, because this is a black ass show, guys, what did you guys think of the Nope trailer by Jordan Peele?
I think that it was. I'm looking forward to it. Of course, of course, you don't know. You can't see what the monster is. You don't even know if it is a monster or it's a supernatural being. Something. We just got to wait and see because there's no way to predict or try to speculate, in my opinion, what the hell is going on. We just know it's black people that are looking up in the sky and saying nope and leaving. Hopefully, exactly. No. Actually, it will be apropos if there's nobody that dies because they all black and they're like, bitch, get in the car. Bitch, get in the car. I said no, get in the car.
And that's what I love about Jordan Peele. Like, his movies be realistic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how black people would respond in real life. And for real, if we see some shit that don't look right, we're going to say nope and get the fuck up out of there. That is exactly what's going to happen. Or we're going to say something along the lines of, not today, Satan, oh, nah. Or we won't say anything at all and just start running and expect everybody else to take off running with us. So that's how that's going to go.
We're all aware that even in my current state, I can still outrun everybody. So if I start running, y'all just got to do your best to catch up to me. That's all.
Not if we trip you up first.
Trip his ass up. There you go. Dude, so if anything goes down, we all know Mr. Petty is not standing near me or Herb. He knows better. He knows better. Because you're not gonna leave me to get eaten up by the zombies, motherfucker. It ain't gonna
All
happen.
I'm saying is, you see me running. There's a reason why. Especially if no one say, "Oh, you mark, get set, go." If that was not the case, and you see me running, all right, that's me. Hope you can throw that crowbar.
I ain't got the crowbar in my hand right now, homie. I'm getting the knees.
I mean, so the thing about
put that thing away.
The thing about it is all of y'all have seen me. All of y'all have hung out with me in person. All of y'all have been out with me at certain times. Y'all know that I see shit before shit happens. So yeah, you might be fast, nigga, but I'll be a mile down the road before your ass even takes off.
I mean, I'm just looking at the lady with the horse face there. That was just like, wow. That
was a lady with a horse face. That wasn't a horse face. That was a burn victim. You talking about the lady with the veil and the glasses looking up at the sky?
Was just like,
that was a burn victim.
Yeah, okay. Well, that went wrong. Moving on.
Jesus Christ.
Definitely move on.
Moon Knight had a second trailer come out this week on Super Sunday. Guys, what did you think about that one?
If you didn't catch it or you didn't pay attention to it, it's okay. We understand because there were other trailers more important. That's all I'm gonna say. That's it.
So I was excited for this trailer. Also, I was excited for the words from Kevin Feige. He said, most of our shows we try to tone down the violence, we try to back off from a little bit of this stuff. They said with Moon Knight, nope, we're going full fledged, just full steam ahead. So everybody who's concerned about, they're not going to do Moon Knight any justice, or they're not going to show what they really want to show. No, they're going to show it. It's going to be full bore ahead, and hopefully Bushman shows up, and then hopefully, Loic
Mabanza is playing Bushman.
Faceless. Let's get it. I need that in my life.
Yeah.
If you don't, something that was so important that we need to address. She said, "Y'all better run like a shooting at Crystal skating rink." If that ain't
what the fuck?
If that ain't facts.
Hey,
and if you ain't never been to Crystals, thank God that you're still alive because you did the right thing by not going. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, it's my 3-year-old's birthday party. There's niggas fighting over there. Yeah.
If you're from out of state and you don't know what we're talking about, Crystal Skating Ring is our version of the Thunderdome.
Roll bounce and UFC combined.
No. Crystals. No. I'm gonna do you one better. Crystal Skating Ring is our version of a headline story that starts with Florida man. That's our version of Crystals.
This weekend at Crystals.
As soon as you say Crystals, we already know some wild shit is going to follow that. So
it's the only time it's acceptable for the news to be like niggas at Crystal. It's the only time we allow that for the news. Niggas at Crystal Skating Rink. Oh shit, here we go.
Checking out the comments on YouTube. Jamaica F says, "Mommy, what does a train wreck look like? A little like this, baby. A little like this." Every week to say, "Gang, gang." What's up with you? All right. Keep going here.
Okay, so last church announcement of the day, and I know Rita is psyched off of this one. Stranger Things Season 4 release date just came out, and that's going to be taking place on May 27th. Go ahead, Rita.
Is that Mother's Day weekend? I think it's the weekend after. I think it's the weekend after.
I think it's the weekend after.
That's okay. May is going to be a busy month for all of us nerds around the world. That's all I'm going to do.
I gotta finish season 2 and season 3 before I even get to this season. Like
I haven't given that show a proper chance. I never really.
It's good.
It's really good.
As an 80s baby, I guess I should like it.
You definitely.
I mean, it's got a lot of callbacks, but it's worth your time. It's not super. It's not a whole bunch of thick, dense dialogue in it. The monsters look good. The act, and then Winona Ryder. She does an amazing job as I forgot her character name, but it's overall I enjoyed it.
Can I crowbar something real quick?
Absolutely.
It's better than what our first topic is. That's for damn sure. And our first topic for everyone who wants to know.
Please, let's go.
Okay. I don't think it's. I didn't think I haven't put those two together, but I think there's one more thing that we left off. Is that next month we have the Batman coming out.
Oh,
That's dropping on March 3rd. I know. It's okay. It's cool, but because we also got to do character of the week in the middle of that. But yeah.
No, we don't.
Okay, never mind. So, the Batman.
That's why I said. Let's hurry up and do that next.
All right, yeah, I got you.
Chaos,
just so you know, hey, Mr. Petty, this means I need more time.
Okay.
So just from now on, yeah, just do that, okay? All right, so the Batman, for those of you who don't know, Robert Pattinson, most famously for Twilight, he's playing the role of Bruce Wayne. We've got Zoe Kravitz, she's playing Selena Kyle. We've got two villains in this, and most notably from the 90s Batman movies. We got two villains, one's got to die. We got the Riddler being played by Paul Dano, and Colin Farrell's playing the Penguin. So, quick question.
I got money on Zoe Kravitz dying because they always like to kill black people off. So I got money.
You think they're gonna kill off Catwoman?
I think they're gonna kill her. Sorry.
They killed her in the first one.
They like killing black people. Come on now.
Well, technically, Jeffrey Wright is playing Commissioner Gordon. And
I got money on him potentially dying as well. I'm just saying they like to kill black people. Come on now.
Thanks. I'll give it to Jeff. They'll kill off Gordon before they kill off Selena, in my opinion. They build it in a way they've been showing it.
Gonna die. That's all I'm saying.
That's gonna happen.
Controlling it, yeah, niggas are gonna die. So I mean,
Matt Reeves is directing this. So. But I was really asking. So we got Rita's answer. The two villains, who do you think is going to die? Riddler or Penguin?
Catwoman.
Penguin.
Yeah, because I mean, Riddler just gives off that. Yeah, like he's the serious one. I don't know. I just feel like Riddler's definitely gonna pull this one off. He's not gonna get killed.
Who's playing the Penguin? Can I ask that?
Colin Farrell.
Are they going to shrink him down, like so he's a midget?
No.
No.
If you've seen the Batman trailers, that's him in tons of makeup. Like it's one scene where Batman is chasing after him and he's screaming, "I got you, I got you."
Yeah, don't confuse him with William Ferrell.
Yeah,
okay, but I kind of wanted. Is it messed up for me to want Danny DeVito to come back and play the Penguin? Because I felt like he was an amazing Penguin.
Well, that's actually been a point of contention for a lot of people for a long time. If you actually Google it, there are plenty of petitions that are out there asking for Danny DeVito to be brought back as the Penguin. There are also a bunch of ridiculous petitions because there's one that says we want Danny DeVito to be our new Wolverine. To answer Trey's question, yes, I say Wolverine. It's the most ridiculous shit you've ever seen. To answer Trey's question, I think the Riddler is going to die. Paul Dano isn't known as like a franchise actor. He's just a really good actor who shows up and stuff. And his Riddler seems to be more of a serial killer type, closer to the Riddler from the Hush archetype. So I think he's going to be the one that ends up biting it. I mean, because Colin Farrell Penguin isn't necessarily the Penguin yet. Like he's just kind of a low-level hood in this one. So we'll see where it gets to.
But doesn't Batman always want to keep the super villainous person alive though?
That's the thing. So this is going to be this is going to be year one of Batman. This is going to be him getting out there and basically just putting on the suit for the first time. He's fresh off the boat from Ra's al Ghul's island with the assassins, learning all the tricks of his trade, and he's come back to Gotham. People know who he is, but they don't know what he's about. He's brooding. His parents died 15 years ago, all that other stuff. So he could be learning the ropes and accidentally kill them, or they could be attempting to rebuild the Batman mythos. However, I'm extending this to Rick because he may mention about something over the pre-call. They're attempting to bring back Ben Affleck.
Yeah. So there also is the theory that this is a disjointed Batman universe now. You know what I mean? Where Affleck is still Batman in the main continuity, and this is just a one-off where it's just like, we got to get a Batman movie out there every 5 years. So here you go, sons of bitches, take it and like it. So I mean,
they're multiversing Batman now.
Yeah, listen. Marvel and DC have been doing the let me see.
Somebody is already doing this. Why would you do it too? Like, fuck me.
Did you not see Justice
Y'all
League?
do this all the time.
So Marvel and DC have literally been doing since like the 60s, the 50s. They've been doing the whole "let me see your homework, all right, just change it up a bit" thing forever, and it would only make sense if they start.
Incredible Hulk,
Right,
Deathstroke, Deadpool, Dr. Fate, Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel. Pick one.
They've been doing this shit forever.
I mean, I get it, but I always feel like, and for the DC fans out there, sorry, not sorry, I've always felt like Marvel has always done it better. Sorry, not sorry.
But don't apologize.
But that's my opinion. I might be biased.
I think that's everybody's opinion. That's about 80% of everybody's opinion.
Well, okay, I might be in that 20%. I don't think, because you got to keep in mind, DC's been around a little bit longer. Yeah. And a lot of times a lot of the Marvel characters have been based, they may have done the character better. Deadpool is a perfect example because he's based off of.
I'm not saying they were the originators. I was saying they did better, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but in my opinion, and I could be that 20%. I'm not saying you're wrong for your opinion. I'm just saying I'm on the other side of the fence. The original sometimes can be better than the comic. The exceptions to that to me would be Wade Wilson and Slade Wilson. They're like Deadpool's significantly better. They definitely improved. But Solomon Grundy came out before the Hulk. They made the Incredible Hulk, and he's a better version of that. So
I will have to say this though, as far as the DC versus Marvel, the DC comics followed like almost like a cookie cutter method of how to do characters up until the 60s, when the Marvel started adding more of a human element to the characters, and then DC started adding more human elements to the character, which is where a lot of the retcon happened in like the late 60s and 70s, which is Crisis. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's like who's better right now, because in all honesty, especially in the comic book industry, they trade writers and artists go back and forth. So I would just say at this point, it's kind of like who you prefer more than who's better. And some people prefer Marvel. Marvel is at the forefront of everyone's comics thoughts. Marvel is the McDonald's of comics. Not necessarily better, but they've been marketed better, and now they're at the forefront.
Yeah. I agree. Real quick, looking at the. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I was going there because it just faded on my screen. Go ahead.
Okay, Genocide Circus says, or they could keep both villains and expand into the War of Jokes and Riddles, which is a famous comic. Not really famous, but a more recent comic where the Riddler and Joker were beefing. And I didn't really enjoy it, but it's a good story if you want to read it. But realistically, Joker would murder the Riddler in real life. Like, there's no way. But to answer the multiverse question, they kind of already are, because we also know that this year we're getting the Flash movie. And in the Flash movie, Ben Affleck is reprising his role as another Batman. Michael Keaton is coming back as the Batman from the 80s. And they're doing Flash most notably can cross through dimensions. So they're doing a multiverse there. And they've displayed, also Grant Gustafson. Is I'm saying his name right?
Yeah.
He's in it as well. He's the WB Flash, or the
CW.
The CW, sorry. Yeah, he's the CW Flash. So they already are doing a DC multiverse type thing. And they've been doing it for the last 5 or 6 years or so.
Tell me your age without telling me your age. You refer to the CW as the WB. Yeah. Where's that
I'm
fucking
sorry.
frog?
I'm just not impressed. I don't care what there's nothing anybody could say to me that would make me be like, oh, this is fucking fantastic. Let me go and watch that.
I got one.
No.
Aquaman showing up at the door right now.
I don't care.
Okay. All right.
He's like, I tried.
I'm surprised. Okay.
I don't care.
So
I just don't. I'm sorry. Not sorry.
Let's just jump into Boba Fett.
Okay. All right, cool.
Bro, y'all have no idea how much chaos is going on over here, man.
Just jump into Boba Fett.
We get it.
That's why you have the red aura. There's too much.
It's cool. We got it. It's cool. We've been doing this for 3 years. We got this shit under control. All right. So in addition to that, we also have Black Adam coming out. We're like 2022. It's going to be a great year, like you said, Rita. So we got Black Adam coming out.
Look at Rick's face.
I know. And let me work. I got this. I'm looking forward to seeing it. However,
I was referring to Marvel, not DC. But go ahead. Go on. Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, we saving the big guns for last, and I think everybody knows why we saving the big guns for last.
When I was saying a good year, I was meaning for Marvel. Marvel was it was a good year to be a nerd as far as I did not include any DC related stuff in there at all because I am not a DC fan. I'm definitely not a fan of their movies for sure, but their comics and their animation, like shorts and stuff, I can kind of sort of get with those, sort of, but their movies, no.
The animated movies are top tier though. I wish they're animated. I wish the writers or the thought process they put in the animated universe could go into transition into the live action. They already had the perfect setup.
Thank you.
So I think that with some recent things that we've seen coming out of DC, we may have some changes to that. And I'm going to skip ahead a little bit because we did have one show that has stood up above the rest, and it is our first topic. That is none other than The Peacemaker. That show, in my opinion, has changed a lot of perspective. Yes, James Gunn had a lot to do with it, but it's changed my perspective. I'm not going to say a lot. My perspective about the possibilities of the DC universe. So yes, we have these actors that are set in some of these roles, but they can change this up. They can make the big five the gods of the universe. Sure, they just show up here and there and get those bottom. Do what Marvel that I'm okay with. Copy off of Marvel. Get your lower tier characters, build them up, get those stories going. If we can get Kyle Rayner's girlfriend in a refrigerator, I will be happy.
That got dark.
Oh, shit.
I'm just saying, like, we're talking about Peacemaker. We're talking about Peacemaker, for God's sakes. Like, look at what happened. But
specifically,
you can't tell me people
James
wouldn't be
Gunn,
talking about that.
Yeah. I mean, so that's part of what I want to talk about as far as it goes with Peacemaker. It's a testament to how good a director and how good of a visionary James Gunn actually is, because he took this character who has made an appearance in, I don't know, a couple of comics, like a handful of comics. He had a small little series. Like, he was a character who was kind of ridiculous and stupid, and he's turned him into this whole, like, people are talking about making Peacemaker a part of the Big Seven of the Justice League. What the fuck? Like,
no.
That's yes. This again. This may be some gatekeepers. This may be some of those guys. But yeah, they're talking about they would love this. Like, Peacemaker deserves a spot in the Big Seven of the Justice League, and that's all a testament to what James Gunn has done with this character.
No, he's still
a murderer. Like,
yeah, exactly. Trey, but that's what I'm saying. Those are the same guys who are talking about that Bucky deserves the shield over Sam, but they forgot about that thing called murder.
Because murder.
So, right. But I mean, I think
like I said, words we're not allowed.
It's it's fine. It's whatever. We ain't monetized no it. It really is a testament to James Gunn and his vision for everything. Like, you got judo, you got a small guy playing judo master, and he's beating everybody's ass. They bring in Amanda Waller's daughter randomly, and then she turns out to be a badass in the last episode, which comes completely out of nowhere.
It does.
And then, like, his talent as a visionary extends to even into his casting, because it was like the role was made for John Cena, and John Cena's acting ability is the equivalent of this paper towel so far. But now he's this amazing actor who's playing a character who doesn't seem that far off from who he is. So I mean, it's just, I think it's a testament to James Gunn. He really is the master. He took Guardians of the Galaxy and made them popular. I still don't know how the fuck he did that, but I mean, he's just an awesome dude at what he does.
People like Rocket. They got a game, and that game was fucking great. I'm sorry. Anybody else want to?
Go ahead, Rita. Go ahead.
You're good. I honestly think, I'm pleasantly surprised, especially, I think I said this before, but I'm pleasantly surprised with how well Peacemaker is performing and how well John Cena is, doing the damn thing, like, as far as acting and convincing people that when we're watching this show, we're not watching John Cena, we're watching the Peacemaker. So, and that's like, when you can honestly act and people forget who you are in that role, then you're doing a great job as an actor. And I feel like this is the very first time that I've taken him seriously as an actor.
I say he's come a long way since the Marine. which ironically, the guy who's the bad guy in Marine, Robert Patrick, is his father in the Peacemaker. So I guess they stayed tight since then.
Also, cheers to Robert Patrick for playing a hell of a racist.
Yeah,
it's so convincing, Joe. So
it's convincing. Like, are you channeling your dad or your great granddad? Like, you're channeling this from somebody.
Like you're pulling this from somewhere. Yeah. Somewhere in your lineage.
That's how convincing it is. So yeah.
I just gotta say a few things. First off, the fact that Louis Duran, the GM of HBO Max, took the time out to say on Twitter, already know season 2 will be one of the greatest release of next year. So that's something to look forward to, and I can't wait. Just to piggyback on what Rita said, the fact that they made John Cena embodied the role so good. He's a believable peacemaker. He's funny as hell. And I mean, he is a budding action star that actually is a pretty damn good one. I'll even go as far as just saying my favorite scene, and just to put this out there, the fact that he called Aquaman fish fucker. That was funny as hell to me. So,
I feel like they stole that gag from Harley Quinn though, because they kept calling Batman a bat fucker.
Yeah. Probably.
I think we do have to put a little bit more respect on John Cena's name as far as his acting is concerned. Because keep in mind he was in the PG era of WWE, where they went from off the cuff script, off the cuff promos to having to actually, read a script and act. He had to act the "You Can't See Me" John Cena. Clearly, that's not who he really is. He had to act that way. In addition to different performances such as like Trainwreck and 12 Rounds, like he's done some convincing roles. He's actually played some good roles. I haven't always been his biggest fan because
can you name one?
The character that he played?
Yeah, something that was a good role. Like what? Like what was that? Trainwreck? Where he played a drug dealer?
He was funny as hell. He was funny.
He was a drug dealer. No, was it Trainwreck that he was a drug dealer? Or was that
the bodybuilder boyfriend?
He was the bodybuilder.
So what was that movie where he played the drug dealer with all the fake tattoos?
That was the other Amy Poehler and that was the other Amy Poehler and I forgot her name.
Date Night? Was it Date Night?
No, One Date Night. Something else.
One Date Night.
It's all those movies run the game. Hey, is Character of the Week ready yet? Because I'm really gotta pee.
No, it's exporting. Just go pee, man.
So I mean,
chaos. I'm sorry.
I mean, like
that's the name of the show today. Chaos.
Chaos Magic. Yeah, let's just go with that.
Chaos Magic. All right.
Chaos.
I just feel like
so slow.
For people who did not watch wrestling, like wrestling aside, right?
Mm-hmm.
People who only know John Cena as an actor, okay? Because a lot of people, in fairness, that don't watch wrestling did not know he was a wrestler. Like, let's just be fair. I'm talking strictly on his acting, like in actual movies, not wrestling related. There aren't that many memorable roles, and that's why I said I'm just now starting to give him his props, because Chaos Magic, my son just walked in the room in the middle of me talking while we're live. But if you don't get,
shout out to the 6 viewers on YouTube, on Facebook.
Right now,
thank you. We appreciate all you. So I'm not saying I wasn't saying that for the people who haven't watched it. I'm saying that because he was in that era where they had to actually switch over to being pretty much actors. He was a part of that for a while. So he had a little bit of acting chops in the WWE, but he's also had a couple of roles. One of my favorite ones was the one we did with Harrell, Vacation Friends, where he was the crazy dude. Like, I thought that movie was hilarious, and he was the funniest part of that movie. He was a military guy, but and it's only going to be so many roles that he can play that he's not going to be typecasted as the big hulking white boy. I mean, but so far, I'm just saying this is an example of putting a little bit of respect on his name as far as his acting capabilities is going. That's all I'm saying.
I technically was putting respect on his name.
I wasn't saying just you. I'm not arguing with you about it. I was just making a statement, a general statement to everybody out there. So what we got next? So we ain't ready for that. The hell are my notes?
Boba
Are we
Fett.
talking
It's
about
really is a
Boba
kid.
Fett, or are we just gonna blow past Boba
Yeah,
Fett?
blow past Boba Fett. Let's
My
just get,
my
I
vote
mean,
Let's not blow
my
past
vote
Boba
is to
Fett.
not
Let's
put-
not.
You idiot.
My vote is to not put respect on Boba Fett at all, and more so
How's
talk
it?
about the Mandalorian, because the Mandalorian, in fairness, was the best part of Boba Fett, and I think almost everybody is going to agree with that statement. Sorry, not sorry. Once again,
I didn't give a damn about Boba Fett until I gave a damn about the first episode of Boba Fett because I wanted to see how he got on the Sarlacc, and then I didn't give a shit until Mando showed up with the Darksaber. That's when I started caring again.
Spoiler. Spoiler
like-
alert to those who actually maybe care about Boba Fett.
It's 2 weeks. It was if you're 2 weeks late, if you haven't seen it, this is the wrong show for you. That's your fault. Like
we've given you plenty of time to watch it, so
so like the thing about it is there's been this lore and this fandom that's built up for Boba Fett over the years where a lot of people was like, oh, he's the most badass, this and that from all over and you know, and it's just like, man, I would love to see a movie or a show expanding on the lore of Boba Fett, what's going on with him. And then we got it. And you're sitting there and you're watching it and you're just like, man, I don't give a shit about this dude. I liked it more when he was kind of like off to the side doing his own thing, and we didn't really know too much about him. Now you know damn near everything about him, and it's just like, God damn it, I care more about your gaffy stick than I do about you.
So I got a question. Do you think they're gonna bring a second season back, like for Boba Fett?
unfortunately, yes.
No, I don't. And I'm gonna tell you why they not. Because you got an Obi-Wan Kenobi show coming, you got an Ahsoka Tano show coming, and then the Mandalorian is coming back. So at some point, him and what was Ming-Na Wen's character's name? I forgot her name.
Oh man,
Yes.
almost said Shield
Don't ask
version.
me.
I'm sorry, Fennec Shan. Him and Fennec Shan will show up in somebody else's show. But we don't need another Book of Boba Fett season 2. Like season 1 was good enough, and it was better when it became the Mandalorian season 2.5.
I mean, it has some good moments in the show though. That
All the
outside
good
of-
moments came from what's the name?
No, come on. Him killing the Sarlacc. Spoiler alert! If you ain't seen that by now, I'm gonna tell
Spoiler
you.
alert.
But yeah, like him blowing up the Sarlacc. That's why we don't hear any more about it in the other episodes. But he literally dropped a fusion bomb in that joint and blew its guts out. So it's no longer a thing. You can't tell me that was an intense scene. Like you mean to tell me you didn't enjoy that at all?
I fast forwarded through most of it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, dude. Like I try to give Boba Fett a chance. Like,
Okay,
Well,
all right.
I'll say,
character of the week ready.
no,
I'll
it's
give
the
you the- I'll
upload
give-
is killing me right now. It's still just
I'll give
literally
you
like
this,
going
right?
like this.
Let me expand on it a little bit. Let me go down where Trey's trying. Let me smell what the Rock's cooking on this one. So also, I enjoyed the part where we can't call the ship the old name because that old name was terrible. But when he got his ship back and he hunted down that biker gang and he executed their asses, even though they didn't kill his clan of people, I thought that was pretty cool. The bar scene where he fought where he actually fought that biker gang to steal their bikes. That was pretty damn good. And then also, we can't forget, this motherfucker took down a train with a bunch of people who don't know what technology is. Like, he literally took down a whole train with a bunch of people that he just trained. He had a montage, and he trained them in 30 minutes on how to be able to use bikes and shit. And I mean, that was pretty cool. But again, like, it just seemed like everything was built off of other characters that made it more interesting, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just the exploration of Boba Fett. It was the exploration of all of these background characters outside of the fucking Skywalker family that made it a little bit more interesting.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go in and ask this because I really don't give a shit about Boba Fett anymore. Cam, what exactly took place on your character of the week?
So I was gonna do character of the week about the history of punk rock music. I'm sorry, dude. It's almost 12. It's this upload is killing me.
Yeah. Cool. We gonna just stop. Just stop, dude. You can tell them where they can see it later.
Y'all can catch character of the week, the actual live character of the week, on hashtag Camism on YouTube. It's going to be uploaded tomorrow, Monday morning, 9 to 10, somewhere around that time period.
All right. So real quick. So since we're not getting a break to where we can stop this shit for a second, because I really have to fucking pee. Can y'all talk about something else before we talk about the last?
Fine. Go ahead. Yes.
Like every.
That's all we have character of the week as a break, which
it's not specifically for him.
It's only 30% downloaded.
We've only been doing this thing for 3 years.
It's cool. So we'll let him catch up. But we got to get to the meat and the potatoes of this show today.
Right. And so I'm gonna need y'all to give us an extra 15 minutes. We probably not going to end at 1 o'clock. We probably going to end around 1:15, 1:20, 1:30.
It might go that way.
How far off of a tangent we about to go? Because it's about to be a huge fucking tangent that we're all going down.
Okay, so
did anybody else during this big game this week? Did anybody else during this big game this weekend have a member of their family jump up on their couch and squeal like a girl at the top of their lungs because they saw something? I know I did because it was me. I stood up on the couch and I screamed like a whole woman. I don't care. I hit high notes because I was so excited when this damn trailer dropped. I'm talking about none other than Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. Let's go. Let's talk about it. Okay.
So can I just say one thing though? Because I tried my best until we brought this up Thursday. I tried my best to avoid this trailer because I did not want to be spoiled. I'm tired of previews of trailers. I'm tired of the trailer of the trailer. I'm tired of the second and third and fourth trailers. I'm tired of the trailer giving me everything I need to know about the movie. So by the time I see it, all I'm doing is just reacting to what I already know was going to happen in it. Like, yay! The thing that I saw in the trailer is happening right now in front of me. Yay! I wasn't going to expect like Spider-Man. Like we didn't know there's going to be 2 or 3 Spider-Men. If I didn't see the trailer or be on the internet, I would have been more pleasantly surprised and happy about that moment. So all I'm doing right now is just salivating my fan service. That's all that they've been doing. And I'm like, all right, cool. Can I just get a spoiler-free trailer? Like I just live in a world where I don't get 4 or 5 trailers. I'm over here trying to avoid some unknown stuff that I just want to watch a movie and be pleasantly surprised. But no.
Hey, fuck you, Horace.
What was your idea since you're saying that, Cam?
Read the comment. Read the comment.
What part?
YouTube.
On YouTube. Circus. Why don't you just read it to us?
Rick's weak bladder.
Facts.
Knife fight.
Comic books made on the knife fight list.
Facts. But while we're talking about Cam, did you actually finally watch the trailer? I did. Then when you did, do you feel like the movie is now spoiled for you, or is this just the tip of the iceberg?
Combination of what I've already read and known was going to happen. The only thing that the trailer did for me is just made me more angrier towards Wanda for one particular part. That's all it did. I don't know how we're about to go about this. Since I'm talking, y'all want me to go ahead and just start now?
Go.
Ahead, go ahead, go.
All right. So not you, Google. So what ended up happening for me, the reason why Wanda irritated me so much, not just Wanda, but Wanda fans, and I don't know, y'all just scare me. But she said something along the lines of, I have you've been the rules.
I got you. I'll quote it for you directly. I break the rules, and you break the rules all the time, and you're still allowed. I break the rules, and I become the villain. Well, because bitch, you enslaved the town full of people.
You enslaved people? Okay, no, real talk. When someone tried to defend Wanda by saying what Doctor Strange does stuff on purpose, like he purposely breaks the rules and causes the outcome, while Wanda was an accident or an outburst. I said, okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. If you watch the show, she, after crying, that she came back from the blip, if I recall, right? She came back from the blip, right? So after she beat the crap out of Thanos, after Thanos is snapped away, she then goes into the military complex where Vision's body is, does whatever to the guards, does whatever to the doors, takes Vision away, and then screams and then turns everything into a sitcom.
Hold on. She didn't take Vision away.
She didn't take Vision's body away. They wouldn't let her take Vision's body.
Yeah, she left him there. She then took he basically bought a plot of land for them to build a house on, and she goes to look at it, and then because she's in such grief, she decides, oh fuck it, I'm sad. So now all the rest of you motherfuckers around me got to pay for a 3-mile radius.
For 3 months, 6 months, so half of a year, these people were watching. Like they had no control. They were just extras.
And I'm sorry, Cam. Also, I got to expand on something. Y'all forget the episode where Vision snapped the dude out of the hex, and he was concerned about his dying father. So his father probably died while she's in the middle of grieving her human-sized vibrator. That shit is fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
How can Vision be her human-sized vibrator if he has no junk?
Who said he don't?
Because when they were creating his body,
so he was he actually Dr. Cho said he is anatomically correct.
Okay, I'll put it
but
like
where
this.
was the anatomics in that region? It looked more vagina.
Maybe it's retractable.
Rita, have you ever seen RoboCop? Where he pulls the gun. Yeah. So he likes that. Right. It's attachable.
He comes with options.
No, so you're saying he carries it around in a carrier case like Optimus Prime?
That changes things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it changes size.
He does have phasing power, so you probably phase it. Anyway. So as far you just threw my whole train of thought out with that. As far as the trailer breakdown came, I'm sorry you had to watch it, but that's what we do here. We kind of review things occasionally, but I'm excited for it for one reason and one reason only. I'm just going to take the big shot now. We heard a noise, we heard a voice, and it's unmistakable. You cannot mistake this voice. If you've been watching any of these movies for any extended time over the last 15 years, you know this man's voice I'm talking about. And even before that, Next Generation, you know Patrick Stewart's voice. Fucking hear it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
this man. Shout out to Drew Goddoni. Tom Cruise ain't in this motherfucking movie. Fuck you. Shut the fuck up.
But what if he is?
Anyway.
What if he is? What if he jumps on the?
If he is, I will.
Hold on. What if he jumps on the seat and just saying I love her?
Jumps on the seat.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a callback.
That is a callback I ever saw.
Kari McDonald on Facebook said, "Go gadget dick."
Facts. But no, me and Drew, Drew from Snag and Flick, we had a whole argument. We was talking about this trailer. He was like, "Tom Cruise is in it. I saw him in the trailer." I was like, "You didn't watch the trailer, did you, Drew? He's not in the trailer." Well, I saw a clip online. It's like that's a fan clip. Tom Cruise is not. He's too big of a star to not get top billing on something like this. So, he's there's no way he's gonna do it.
So where did he see him in the trailer?
That's right.
That person engulfed in flame with the overly black person features, with the big lips and the shapely lips. You saw Tom Cruise? God damn it, Drew.
Wait. That doesn't necessarily mean that Superior Iron Man is not in the movie, because Marvel has a history of altering images to try and deter people and take them down a different path. Yeah. They have a history of deleting people from scenes or putting in fake scenes that are not actually a part of the movie. I am in no way defending your friend, because I'm not about to say Tom Cruise is in the movie, but I don't think it's too far-fetched to say another variant of, Tony Stark might not make an appearance in the movie. I will say that, but I'm not going to say, oh, it's Tom Cruise, because we don't know shit about shit. So that's not.
Well, it could be Robert Downey Jr. for all we know.
It could be Robert Downey, exactly, because all Lokis don't look different than Loki. Some of his variants look like the current Loki.
Aaron Toll on Facebook says Tom Cruise did do Tropic Thunder for not top billing, so it's possible. I'll concede that fact.
Okay,
but I strongly I gotta think of a challenge worthy of me being wrong. I got to think. That was years ago. I got to think of a challenge worthy of me being wrong. I'm not shaving my beard, so get the fuck out of here with that shit. But if I'm wrong about this, I'll find something to atone for my wrongness.
Let the rest of the panel think of something.
Can I wax you like they did in 40-year-old version?
Wait a minute.
Can I wax your chest hair
like
off like they did in 40-year-old version?
Where?
I like
Your
that.
chest hair.
Your chest.
Sure,
I like that.
Sure.
I
will
there it
allow
is.
that to
If
happen.
all right. So hold on. Here we go.
Flip of the week.
On February 20th of 2022, it is stated that Mr. Trey Proper, if Tom Cruise is in Multiverse of Madness, then Miss Amore will shave his chest hair a la 40-year-old virgin style. I'm sorry, wax his chest hair a la 40-year-old virgin style, and we will film it and put it on our YouTube channel.
Oh, Kelly Clarkson.
Mr. Proper, do you concede?
I can
Yay or nay?
I can see. There we go. Let's get it. All right. So there's another possibility that's been kind of floating around out there. Herb, you might know. I don't know. But yeah. So there's another most notable comic book hero that's been denying vehemently that he's not in it. And I think he's just enough to be an asshole to actually be in it. I'm talking about none other than Ryan Reynolds.
The Merc with the mouth. Yes.
So what do you guys think about him showing up?
If you look at the poster, there are so many Easter eggs in this movie. I mean, you have Peggy Carter with the shield. You have what looks like Deadpool. Everybody is also saying that it looks like Spider-Man with his eyes, but no, I'm calling the Merc with the mouth to be in this one. Just something that I wanted to say this before you switched over to Deadpool. Just something with the Illuminati. I wanted to say not just Professor X and possibly Superior Iron Man, Reed Richards. Because if you look at the seat, yes, it's a white circle on one of the guys' shirts. It's a very possibility that we can get this. And I know this is going deeper into the rabbit hole. Do you think this could possibly lead to Doctor Doom eventually coming out someday? I mean, with Fantastic, because if you have Fantastic Four, you have to have Doctor Doom.
I think that person with that outline could be one of two characters. And I'm going to say what I said earlier when we were talking about the Illuminati version. I think it's a multiverse Illuminati. And I think that could either be Reed Richards or a variant of Black Panther. And I personally think that variant will be Killmonger. That's on me. I think that because Black Panther was at one point in time to be a part of the Illuminati. So I think that character could be one of the two. But personally, I also think both of them might show up.
Just to add something on this, what you read it. Not to debate that, but between the beef, there is a beef between Namor and Black Panther, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, do you think it's a possibility that we could both have them on it, Namor on there as well, because he is in the original one as well?
Yeah, because the beef that happened hasn't happened yet.
As far as we know, because keep in mind, Endgame, the earthquakes. As far as we know, it could have been his attack, because we didn't have too much lore based on MCU Wakanda. Who do you guys? Go ahead.
I just hope. This is me just trying to be hopeful now. I love all these theories, and I hope that some of them come true, especially when it comes to Illuminati. But I'm also not trying to get my hopes up, because I'm not trying to have me thinking like this is going to be Illuminati, and then in the movie it's just 4 random dudes who just happen to hold power that call themselves Illuminati. That would piss me off.
And one of them happens to
right, that would piss me off more than anything else. But you know who probably is? How many seats was it? It was 4 seats?
It was 6 seats.
And there's an obvious gap in the middle, and I think that's where Professor Xavier is.
You know who I think the
he
missing
rolls
one is?
Up.
You know who I think the missing one is then in that one missing seat that we're waiting for? Mephisto.
I don't think so. I mean, I hear you, Mr. Chaos Magic. I hear you, but I don't think it's Mephisto.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
But
Let him live.
because Rick is about to blow, let's let Rick get his theories off, and then I'll go after Rick.
Nathaniel Richards. Nathaniel Richards.
How you gonna have Nathaniel Richards without Reed though?
Because Kang has been traveling the multiverse the whole time. We've already seen Kang. We've already seen who he is. Also, one of the writers. So the lead writer from Loki is actually one of the lead writers for multiverse.
Stop. No, stop. Yeah, now you telling too goddamn much. Hold up. Wait a minute. Motherfucker.
He's not telling too much. He's actually right on time.
That's fine. That's fine. This is what I do. Yeah, one of the lead writers from Loki is one of the lead writers along with Sam Raimi for the rewrites of Multiverse of Madness, so the movie that we're going to get. I think Nathaniel Richards might be who that is in the Superior Iron Man suit, because we all know that young Nate Richards goes on to become Iron Lad. So, like Rita said, this is a multiversal Illuminati. So that possibly is one of the versions of Kang who is trying to broker peace. And then, which leads to this all falling apart, because as we've seen in the trailer, Wanda attacks this Illuminati place when she's covered in blood and all feeling rejects because she ran out of batteries on her big ass thing. And so, you know, and he could have formed like he said in Loki, the TVA works. I've seen this done before. This is the version of this that works. The chamber that he walked into for the Illuminati looks oddly like the chamber that they walk into for Loki. So, I mean, the shit just kind of works. You know what I mean? Also, let's not also talk. So everybody's also wondering when are the X-Men going to come in? When is all of this going to happen? If you actually look, when Doctor Strange and America Chavez are blasting through different realities, they blast into a reality with a bunch of dinosaurs in the background. There's the Savage Land for you, motherfuckers. Did you see it? Oh, you missed it? Don't worry. Rick and Rita got you, because I know she was going to say something about it. And also, they blast into a look. If you look at it very closely, when they go through the Savage Land, Doctor Strange becomes animated. What's a new show that they just talked about coming to Disney Plus? X-Men 97. Oh shit! How are the X-Men gonna come into this universe? It's all gonna happen. So, you know.
So are we gonna have like live cartoons coming into the MCU, like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, only with X-Men?
Yeah.
No, I think Wanda's gonna get exposed to mutants in this movie. And like I've been saying for about 2 years since they talked about this movie is going to end with a reverse of the House of M type of thing. It's not going to be her saying no more mutants. It's probably going to be her saying something like,
"It's on my notes." That's all I'm saying. It's on my notes. Go ahead.
It's probably going to end with her saying something like "More of Us" or something along those lines. Then all of a sudden, randomly, Hugh Jackman just pops up, and then Ryan Reynolds just pops in. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not saying that I'm right, but all I'm just saying is, if you look at the clues, if you follow the breadcrumbs, they're there.
Just out of curiosity, you willing to put a bet on that, like Trey Proper is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I sure am.
So, are you also going to get your chest waxed?
Real quick. I don't got enough chest hair for that. You got to think of something more creative.
Anyway, checking the comments on Facebook.
Can I go? All right, so some of the stuff I'm going to have to skip over because Rick already said it. But in the trailer, one of the first things Doctor Strange says is that he keeps having the same dream over and over again, correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's the same dream. I think Doctor Strange is seeing variants of himself being murdered. And part of the reason why I think that is because our MCU Doctor Strange, there's a clip of him in a movie where he sees a statue like of himself, of a variant of himself. And I think that the dream that he's having, because America Chavez also was in there with Defender Strange at one point, and you see her and Defender Strange kind of like floating through a portal, right? But Defender Strange, if you look at the clip, he's kind of lifeless as he's floating through. And I think as he was saving her, he probably tells her she needs to find our current MCU Doctor Strange. Like, he's the one who can kind of like help her, so to speak. So I think that is what's happening. Or, follow me, if that's not the case, Nightmare is going to find some type of way to appear in here because they outwardly reference him as he keeps having the same nightmare. So that's why I feel as far as that is concerned. Okay. Citarac, I think, is being controlled by Wanda, or he is influencing Wanda and he's pretending to be controlled by Wanda. Because I feel like all of those different smaller, lower level villains that we're seeing, I think they all come back to Wanda. I feel like Wanda is going to be our big bad in this movie. And I feel like they're all in some type of way tied to Wanda. I think Wanda has sent him to try and find America Chavez because America Chavez is the key to her getting her children back. Now, follow me for a moment. I feel like because Wanda has been reading the Darkhold, she has found a way to use her astral project herself into different multiverses, but not her physical body. She can't take her physical body there. And I think she's using her astral projected self to maybe even take control of her physical being in those versions of the multiverse where her children are. And I think that that's how she found her kids, by using the astral projection. And I think she uses America Chavez to physically link herself with them. I think that that's how that's going to go. Now, one more thing I want to say before I finally tie it all together: the Darkhold, where you see Doctor Strange looking at, these chaos magics or whatever. I think we are going to somehow, some way, get Moon Knight and Blade as characters in this movie, because Doctor Strange gathers that whole crew together at one point in time. And I honestly think that is how we're going to introduce Blade into the MCU. If it's not in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, it's definitely going to be a Moon Knight. But I think Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, even if it's an end credit scene, I think that's how Blade is going to get introduced into the MCU.
I just got one thing to say before anybody goes. I wonder what the doctor, Rita's doctor, is going to say after watching this episode, because he told her not to talk that much.
He definitely told me not to talk, but I had a lot of shit that he did.
Amazing rant, by the way. I love the rant. Yes. Kudos.
Honestly, damn good synopsis.
Yes. I have, of course, I gotta be the nitpicker. Not Citarac, I think it'd be Cthulhu. I think Citarac is a demon, not a demon, but a hell lord of sorts. And they use his power, but he can't be manipulated by somebody else, because you start getting into his realm, you ain't getting out.
That's why. That's why I say I think Wanda. He's pretending to be manipulated by Wanda. Is what I say. I also said that.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I gotta address something real quick. Horace, shut the fuck up. We're not getting Sticky Fingers Blade. No one gives a shit about Sticky Fingers Blade. He's not showing up in anything. God damn it.
But it also could be the Demiurge. It could also be the Demiurge. And the reason why I'm saying that is because he is tied to Wanda's son. What's the son's name?
Wiccan.
So it could also be him. But, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. Now, the next thing, what else do we have? Went over the Tom Cruise bullshit. Ultron bots. So that kind of ties into... So the Ultron bots, I don't know. I'm kind of... I want to go along with the Superior Iron Man thing, but I'm like, why would he... So when the MCU does stupid shit, it's like...
So the Ultron bots give away a lot of shit as far as Superior Iron Man goes.
Yeah.
Like the color scheme... Bro, literally Marvel does a lot of work with colors. Like there's always some type of color palette to something somewhere. Those colors... It's almost just like, you see it, don't you? No, it's not real, but it's there. Like they're teasing you with something, you know what I mean? And then like Patrick Stewart's recent comments where he was just like, "Oh, people have been copying my voice for 60 years." He's doing the lying thing that everybody has been doing in recent Marvel movies. Everybody's that's in a Marvel movie that hasn't been there they've been told, "Hey, lie about it." Tatiana Mizrahi was told to lie about She-Hulk. Oscar Isaac was told to lie about Moon Knight. Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire were both told to lie about Spider-Man No Way Home.
That's because of Tom Holland's like spoiler leaking ass.
But these are interviews in them by themselves where they're just outrightly lying. And now to go on with Herb and what Trey were talking about, Ryan Reynolds flat out just said, "Nah, I'm not in the movie, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I can't even talk about it. I'm not in the like when they say first off, a lot of them give it away because they say, "Oh, I'm not allowed to talk about it." Yeah, I'm not even in it. Well, if you're not in it, then why can't you talk about it?
Right.
That's the thing. Like you're adding too much onto it. This movie is going to be hyper layered. You know what I mean? When I say hyper layered, it's literally going to be, if you're not paying attention to it, you're going to miss something. You're going to be fucking lost. So there are going to be a lot of layers to it. So and the reason why the thing that makes me say that and the thing that makes me say this is the trailer is hyper layered. We have seen 4 different variants of Doctor Strange in one trailer.
Zombie.
In one trailer, we've seen 4 different variants. That's crazy as shit. So, and then also the guy that's the lead writer. I'm sorry, Trey. This last thing I'm gonna go to you. The guy that's writing this, right? The lead writer who is also from Loki. Does anybody know what show he originally wrote for, or the biggest show that he wrote for?
No.
Cool. I got you. That's what I'm here for. He's an original Rick and Morty writer. So you mean if you don't know how layered this movie is, I just told you right there. I know.
You don't
Cam.
want to hear no more.
I know, Cam. Yep. This movie is layered as shit. So if you don't have any comic book knowledge, you need to contact one of us, or you need to start reading shit because it's deep cuts coming.
I'd be so happy to have a conversation with you if you wanted to.
So basically,
can I say one thing before you start going? I'm sorry, I haven't had a chance to say anything yet. But there's one thing that a lot of people overlooked. The very ending of Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings.
I have to watch that again.
He got picked up. He got picked up by Wong and said, "Yeah, come with me."
Yeah,
so that's going to tie into this. We didn't see him. We got him coming in. And also that whole, I think the Shank, was it a separate dimension or something? The places they were at.
Yeah, his mom is from a completely different dimension. Then also, hold on, Trey. Let me piggyback on you with that.
Wait. So was that whole village a different dimension?
Yes. It was a different place in between worlds. So, and then also, here's another thing, what leads to something bigger that goes into the Eternals.
Just drove there.
Motherfucking Wong said that those rings are a beacon and they're sending a signal to something ancient.
Yo,
who's coming? Who's big? Who's ancient? Who's coming?
Galactus.
Yo,
Rick
is turning to Charlie Day with the.
I love my cousin.
All I'm going to say is I've been in group chats with y'all for years, and sometimes we get a little too much. So don't be that.
Listen,
I'm not gonna. Okay.
Hey, don't you pop my balloon. I will steer the shit out of you.
I'm not trying to pop the balloon. I'm just saying, don't let the balloon fly up too high.
Listen, let me be crazy. I got my spider web board here in the background. I got my cigarette in my hand. I'm pointing at it. Just let me be crazy.
Hey, Cam, in reference to balloons, we all float down here. Okay, we're good.
Wow.
And the Rick and
one more thing. I forgot to say. I also think Wanda is going to. I definitely agree with the reversal of the "Let There Be Mutants" type thing, and I think she's going to find a way to bring Magneto and her brother into this as well. I just feel it. I don't know exactly how it's going to happen, but I feel like her brother. Because the reason why she's grieving so much is because she's lost so many people. Not Magneto, so to speak, but her brother, Quicksilver, for sure.
Yeah, and her vibrator.
And I think that's when
she lost the batteries.
I think she's going to find a way, because she's been reading this Darkhold as well, to bring them back.
So so in the trailer, she's standing before herself. So we know she's standing between the variants. She's looking through different dimensions to find where her plan worked. And she's going to take those children. So we may not even the main MCU Wanda. I don't think is going to make it to the end of this. I think she's the ultimate big bad, and that she's going to end up getting taken out, and we may get the introduction of another Wanda later.
Another Wanda. Yep.
Yeah.
But real quick before, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Because I got to answer these quick because they keep saying the Council of Ricks or the Council of Reeds. The Council of Reeds in the comments. There's no, they have done no world building for Fantastic Four. There's no way we're getting a Council of Reeds in there. It would be interesting. It would be a nice introductory shot into the Fantastic Four, but that's putting the cart before the horse, in my opinion. I don't think we're getting that.
That's what we've been doing this whole show, though.
With reason. Council of Reeds, though. Council of Reeds, that's a huge stretch.
Theories.
They
Yeah,
are, and I love.
all had some interesting theories.
And I love everybody's ideas. I love it, dude. Y'all have, and I'm here for it too. That's the one thing I do enjoy about this show is these.
He tied, y'all.
Fun theories. But what I'm saying is this is like the second.
Red.
This is the second time you all have mentioned that Wanda can bring mutants back. I remember WandaVision talks. I remember how mad y'all were at WandaVision when it ended with no mutants.
So angry.
So can I make a rebuttal to that?
Okay.
Can I make a rebuttal to that? Cool. So we did put the cart a little bit before the horse, you know what I mean? Because WandaVision had finished shooting before they got they acquired all of the assets back, right? But now it's had time to breathe, and it just makes sense. I think WandaVision fell the way that it did because everything hadn't been agreed upon, nothing had been signed, and those characters weren't back into the fold. At this point, and the reason why my theories come out the way they are is because if y'all haven't, like, for those of you viewers that are just watching for the first time or you haven't come across it before, I do a lot of deep dives. I read a lot of shit, and I see a lot of interviews with people who are behind the cameras and who are decision makers making these decisions and what they talk about. This seems like the perfect time to bring in the X-Men who you've just acquired, to bring in lore from the Fantastic Four who you acquired. You know what I mean? Like this is the open door that you need to bring home everything that everybody wants. And I'm not saying that Patrick Stewart is going to be in it for the long haul because he said he died the perfect way in that stupid ass Logan movie. Fuck you in that stupid ass movie. But anyway, but I'm just saying, this is the way that you, like, Marvel also is on this thing to where they're kicking doors open at this point. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just, we're not just creeping in and like, oh, hey, look at this. No, they're kicking the fucking doors open. And with this trailer, they've shown, hey, we kicking the doors open like we the fucking Texas police.
Wow. Okay. Just one thing I wanted to point out. Because Rick definitely looks like what's the name? Leonardo DiCaprio looking at the TV, just pointing that shit. With that being said,
Corey, shut the fuck up. Sorry.
Do you think? No, we got to do this now. Seeing that the talk that we just had off of this, we got to have movie night again. Because the fact that Spider-Man: No Way Home was dope that night, we got to do it for this one.
Well, that's that again. Is put the cart before the horse. We got another movie coming up. I know she don't care about DC movies, but we got to go see Batman. We got to at least go see Batman.
Y'all can go see Batman.
I'm gonna be.
Exactly.
I have to work that weekend, so I mean,
all right,
I'm definitely down for.
Yeah, we have a Discord that nobody uses.
Y'all can go see Batman. I ain't gonna go see Batman.
As far as, and that's fair. That's fair. We have a Discord that nobody uses. We could actually start using that again. And we can talk with our fans and people who want to get to go out with us and organize a time to go see Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. I'm all for it. But it's Blerds and Whiskey Discord. I'll put it in the fan group that everybody doesn't realize it's a damn show for. I'll put it in there and pin it to the top. And we can talk about setting that up in the Discord.
Can I just say this? I look at the fan group every day, and I'm going to say it's like 2,700 people in there. I'll say about 2,500 of y'all I just have to stop myself from getting rid of because y'all don't watch the show. But that's neither here nor there. That was a personal shot. Sorry. I just felt that in my spirit. I needed to get that out. I can't hold stuff back. I get off my chest.
Yo, Kari, you got to get Disney Plus, homie. You got to get it. Corey, and make me. I don't have to. You look in the mirror. Anyway.
What? Why?
Yeah.
Like, we're adults. You do something, exactly. You don't do something. All right.
But Kari, get Disney Plus. They both of those movies up on Disney Plus now. Yeah. Trust me, it's $9. It's worth it. And just catch up. Trust me. Or just keep going back and watching Blerds and Whiskey and liking the videos. I'd appreciate that.
Can I just say one last thing about Doctor Strange? It's just a question I have because it's been a while since I actually watched the actual Doctor Strange movie. I should probably watch it, just but since I'm not watching it now, I'm gonna ask y'all the question: Did Mordo live at the end of that movie?
Yes,
Sure did.
Yes.
Yes.
But I think this is a variant of Mordo.
Is that a variant, or he just grew his hair?
His hair.
Maybe it's
I think it's a variant because the other Mordo.
It's a Tyler Perry variant.
Mordo is taking powers of other people, and I think this Mordo has a different demeanor and a different stance, and that's the reason why I feel like it's a different Mordo. But it could be the same Mordo, but I personally think it's a different.
Unless they're trying to go for that whole like Piccolo bad guy good guy thing going on for
no.
Like
Mordo is
in the trailer, like where you see where Mordo kind of like used the knife. I really think
and Jamaica, we thank you.
Freeing
Jamaica.
him. I don't think it was I'm using my handcuffs to save myself. I think he was actually trying to set Doctor Strange free because I think it was happening while they were being attacked.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean,
but that's
you
my
can see
thought.
multiple variants of multiple people, so
Yeah,
it's very possible for it to.
Yo,
actually look.
I'm too
Do you think
down to it.
Sinister Strange is in the void?
Too down
Do
to it.
y'all think Sinister Strange is in the void?
I think that's Strange Supreme.
Okay.
All right, y'all.
Okay,
It's been fun.
Show, guys.
Chaos. Thank you. Thank you all for dealing. We're gonna get this better next week, man. I'm gonna try again. Take another vacation, off camera guy. I got you.
Up to it, down to it. Fuck those that don't do it.
One more thing. Let me stop. Stop
right now.
Take a damn drink.
Oh my God.
Oh, we flat ass.
Are we done?
Did
Close
he
the
go
damn
pee
show.
again?
Yes, he had to.
Oh my